thing is that what the FIFA president's got behind him is that he's got all these little nations behind him, all the African teams, and
Well, this is the thing because for them it's a chance to appear at a World Cup. So if it comes to a vote, there's way more of the smaller nations than there are the bigger nations. So they're all going to vote for it, aren't they? Because that gives them an opportunity, and I get it. And it's going to be so good for the people of their country, and they're going to bring colour, and the fans are going to be amazing and stuff. But just for the pure quality of the football, it's not going to be good, and for the health of the players. And I know there's the argument, oh, they get paid this much, it's not real hard work. But if we want to see high quality football, if they're made to play every 3 days for 11 months of the year, but they're not machines.
yeah, I mean,
There has to be some leeway,
yeah, I think it's stupid. I think that I hope it doesn't happen. And yeah, I can see it happening, but I hope it doesn't. And I think that FIFA the problem is that FIFA have basically realised, wait a minute, we're not making enough money, and we're the global we're globally in charge of football, so they're bringing in more tournaments for them. They looked into a World Cup every 2 years.
Every 2 years, yeah.
So they're like, we need to start making more revenue, and that's what they're doing, and that's been their aim. How do we make money from football? We're not making enough money from football, so and that's really kind of stepping on the foot of everybody else,
The heartbreaking thing for me is that I think Arsene's behind a lot of this.
Yeah, Arsene's kind of in league with him, which is like doesn't make sense.
But me. I mean, I guess he's getting paid to make money for FIFA to come up with new ideas and stuff, so he needs to justify his wage. But I'm not going to talk bad about Arsene Wenger. He's a god to me. But yeah, that's it.
Yeah, it's just a bit weird. I just think that Wenger. I've listened to a few of his talks and stuff, and I think Wenger cares about football, but the things that he seems to be coming up with, they don't. Do you know what I mean? And like the paid ambassadors, they got Yaya Toure and Michael Owen saying, "Yeah, I would have loved it if there was a World Cup every 2 years." What?
They're just being bought and sold, though, aren't they? They're being bought and sold. No,
you know what I mean? It's just
just leave the game alone. It's perfect. We love it. It's the world game. Everybody loves football. It's the beautiful game. Just leave it because you're ruining it with every decision they're making. Like you said, the Champions League one has gone pretty well, but then again, it's just more games though. You don't need the group stage going on into late January.
No, and it's at the detriment of our domestic game. And like we've got one of the better structures in Europe. We actually do. I know they complain all the time, but we actually do look after the lower leagues. And I always, when I had a little bit of less understanding, was like, get rid of the League Cup. But like the League Cup is that's a big money owner for that whole league. Do you know what I mean? And I think that keeping our domestic footballs, I prefer that than a couple extra Champions League games for no reason, actually.
Yeah, absolutely. And the thing is, there is jeopardy, but like even if you have a bad campaign in the long league table, like Man City did last season, you only have to finish above 24th or whatever, and you get a second chance anyway. So there's not that much jeopardy. Yeah. This year they ended up winning it. It's like Arsenal Bayern Munich next week, and it's a big game. It's going to be a great game of football, but we both pretty much qualified already. It doesn't really matter if we lose. All right, it's good to lay down a marker, but in terms of qualification, it doesn't really matter. So
there's no jeopardy. We've got rid of jeopardy, and it's
this is it, and that's what makes football amazing. Going back to the World Cup qualifiers, that was what's so amazing about last week was the jeopardy. The Scotland Denmark game, the Ireland Hungary game. It was jeopardy, man. That's what you want in football. Neither of these nations mean anything to me. I'm not from there. I'm not invested, but I was on the edge of my seat watching them because it's like this is what football's about. They're playing for something, and that's when the game's at its best. And if you just let everybody in, and even if you lose games, you're still going through because you have a second chance and a third chance. It just takes away from what makes the game so good.